I love that thing. Oh, did it go live? It did not go live. Holy cow. No way. Oh, it says I connected. Okay. The Bible lady has connected, but it's not on there. Is it on there? Oh, it is on there. Yay! God voice works.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the party pin. Welcome. This is the most amazing place ever. The most offensive church this side of the universe. So, come and join. Come and join us. We have good time. Yes, we do. We have good time. The most amazing good time ever. Haha. Great. So, where we left off yesterday, well, okay, maybe we didn't leave off there, but, uh, God told Abraham he has to sacrifice his son to prove his love for the big guy. And it's like, okay, Abraham sacrificed his son to, well, was gladly going to, hold on, I wasn't ready. I should have been ready, but I wasn't ready. Let me introduce you to Bible Lady, the one who's supposed to be doing this. Not me, not Nikki K, the regular, but Nikki K, the great. Haha. I lost my weed, but I just found it. So let's get the real person in here that's supposed to be doing this. Hello, I am the Bible lady, and I am fucking wonderful. Oh, wait a minute. Am I not live on YouTube? It should have been live on YouTube. What's happening? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I am live on YouTube. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm happy to be live on YouTube. And what else am I live on? Facebook. So people should be coming. It's going to be good time. And if nobody comes, oh well, fuck them. Because I have important things to do. I have to read you the story of Abraham. Yeah. So yesterday when we left off, God was telling Abraham that he had to sacrifice Isaac to prove his love. That was a real thing that happened. And then Abraham was like, well, God, you know I love you, but okay. Whatever you want me to do, that's what I'll do for you. So Abraham took Isaac and walked up this mountain. So that's what he did. he walked up this mountain. So, Isaac asked Abraham, like, listen, big guy, what are we supposed to be doing? You know, like, you're my dad and I trust you, but we didn't bring no sacrifice. And Abe's like, don't worry about it. So they get up this mountain, and not God, Abraham, God is watching. God is watching all this. And Abraham overpowers Isaac and put it. Now, here's the thing that I didn't understand. Was Abraham going to set Isaac on fire alive? Because it says that he took the fire in his hand. And I don't know if he set the wood on fire. But Abraham was going to kill Isaac. So I guess the funeral pyre wasn't lit yet. The altar wasn't lit. So Abraham's getting ready to give it to Isaac. And as he's getting ready, God's like,
don't do that. Wait. Stop. In the name of God, before you kill your son. Stop. In the name of God, before you kill your son. And God's like, okay, Abraham, you win. You win. Don't do that. I got you a sacrifice over there. So, like, don't do that.
So God also tells him,
because you did this thing, you are super amazing, and you and your descendants. Okay, this might have been hasty. When I did it the first time, it wasn't hasty. But this time I'm like so excited. And I know most of you dislike these people a very lot. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I know a lot of you think, okay, he did this in haste. This was a very hasty decision. Before, I thought about it real hard. But now that Abraham has done this super exciting thing, this might be hasty because I'm so excited. But anyway, I told Abraham, you're going to be super blessed, all your descendants after you, because you just made my inner gangster happy. So I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys are going to be super blessed, all because you did this one thing. It was totally worth it. Look, my weed went out. Look, that's how much I'm blessing you. My weed went out. So, thank you, Abe. I appreciate you.
okay, so now that that's over, come in. I have everything you need to have a pre-dinner celebration. I have cannabis. I have coffee. I have a chair with your name on it. I have cat beds and canine space. So come on in and have a seat because we're about to have some more fantastic shit going on. At least I hope so. But the story of Abe happens to be a really good story. Hi, Sheriff Hector. Thank you. Hey, cousin. Ha ha! How are you? How are you? We are just now getting past the point where Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac because God wanted to prove, mostly to himself, that Abe loved him. Although, thinking about it, you remember in the story of Job, where God and Satan made a bet about, like who's going to be the most righteous. Or actually, Job was going to be the most righteous no matter what. I think this thing with Abe and Isaac might, might have been something like that, where God was proving a point. Although he never said anything about that, so you can infer something like that. Oh, I'm super good, but I was totally bored. So I was just, you know what? I could just reread the story of Isaac. Hey, Doug is here. There's people showing up on my pill. Well, they didn't show up. They just pressed like, so hopefully they heard me say, "What's up?" Yeah, it's a good time. So, anyway, I might just read this story of Isaac again because I still got to go live at 10 o'clock because I'm a glutton for punishment. But I was totally bored and didn't have anything to do. Dustin's asleep and dinner is in the crock pot. I could have done my dishes, but live streaming sounded like way more fun. What's up, dog? How are you? No, God, no. I had to quit. I had to quit. Look, we're going to read the story of Abraham in the Ethiopian Bible after I read this story of Abraham. And then, after the story of Abraham in the Ethiopian Bible, I'm going to switch back to the Old Testament and read the story of Isaac. And I'm just going to keep doing that because I can't get through that Ethiopian Jew journal. It is very hard. So I had to quit because it was irking my soul and I wasn't winning at the lottery and I was doing a really bad job because that book, God was not happy with that book. So I had to go back to the Old Testament. And this is what I'm good at. The Old Testament is what I'm good at. So I had to go back to what I'm good at to ease my way through this Ethiopian bullshit. Is that, well, I mean, I guess I should have asked if it was okay, but it's what I decided to do because at the end of the day, it's me entertaining y'all. And that book is not entertaining, not even in the least bit. Thank you for reposting this. You know, there's somebody else that has the name Dog in here. He's called Road Dog. Yeah, and I think it's spelled the same way, Dog. Hold on, I'll show you. This right here, this guy. Is this you? Because if this is you, thank you for making two accounts and subscribing both of them. Or if this isn't you, do you see he spelled the same name as you? Oh, well, he spells it the same way as you. I've always been G-Dog only. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that. And say hello to my cousin. She's the only one over here on YouTube. And this is my cousin. She doesn't do the Bible thing, but she supports me, her favorite cousin. Yeah, it's pretty clever. He's a trucker. He speaks trucker talk. Trucker talk is so amazing. But can we get back to, oh, well, that's not what I mean. We are going to go back and read Abraham sacrificing Isaac because A, it's hilarious, and B, God made his own song with his ADHD having self. And maybe you didn't hear his song, so he can sing it again. Yeah. G Dog said hi, cousin. She's cleaning house. All right, let's smoke them if we got them. And go back to reading. Go backward to reread this. Yeah, this. Yes, you are my favorite cousin. And no, I don't do the Bible thing, but I love you. And I love you so much for that. Here, God got to tell you something. Look, God's going to say it.
Hi, cousin. I love you. And get ready, I'm going to sing another song. My name is God Roddy. Yeah. Got a Roddy by my CD. I'm so awesome.
God's got ADHD. I apologize. No, I don't. He's the best. Okay, here we go. Now, it came to pass after these things. What did? Oh, yeah. When King Abimelech like wanted Abraham's wife, and Abraham's like, "You ride or die," and she's like, "I'm definitely ride or die." He's like, "She's my sister." So the king took her, and then God, being God, told the king if he doesn't give Abraham back his wife, he's gonna unload his Tommy gun of fury. Right? God's got a Tommy gun of fury, and there's so many bullets in it. And then the king was like, "Fuck no!" So he gave Sarah back to Abe, and then gave him a bunch of other stuff. So now he's double rich. But then some dudes came and clogged up the well that Abe had to feed his people. And then Abimelech and Phicol came, and they was like, "Make sure you're nice to all my family." And Abe's like, "Make sure you tell these motherfuckers not to block up my well." And the king's like, "Dude, I have no idea. I had no idea about that. I don't even know what you're talking about. But you're going to be nice to my family, right?" And then Abimelech was like, "Yeah, bet. Nobody fuck with this guy's shit no more." And then Abe's like, "Take these 7 lambs because they're a witness that you aren't going to fuck up my shit and I'm going to be nice to you." So that's how that went. And now it came after that that God tested Abraham and said to him, and remember, God tested Job. We're not there yet. As a matter of fact, we've only read that book once. So maybe you don't know. God and Satan made a deal with each other, right? God was like, "This guy has my back no matter what. So do whatever you want to him. Just don't kill him." And Satan's like, oh, I'm going to do everything bad to this guy. And he did do everything bad to that guy. And that guy, Job, never turned his back on God. Even though all of his family was like, turn your back, you'll be better off. And Job's like, nope, I'm going to wallow in my own bullshit because God's got my back. I'm sure of it. So this right here, where it says God tested Abe, that kind of makes me think it was some kind of deal, some kind of bet up there, like God was playing poker or something. Because remember, at this point, God's playing Risk by himself. But there's also a devil demon guy down here because somehow God's, oh, that's right, because he let his snake got loose during Adam and Eve and God never picked him back up. So there is evil down here somewhere. And plus, this angel boot camp. So it's got to be bad. So God tested Abraham. Oh, yeah, and there was other gods. That's right. God's not playing Risk by himself anymore. There's actually other people playing with him now. So God tested Abraham, and he was calling Abraham, and he was like,
Abe, 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 Abe. I don't even know how to make that a song. Just answer me. Damn.
and Abe's like, well, if you would have stopped trying to make a song, you would have heard me. I said, here I am. Damn, you are finicky. You're a finicky big guy, and I might not like that. Treat me better. And God's like,
Yeah, I'm going to treat you some kind of way. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm about to do some shit. Listen. Take, what's his name? Isaac. Take Isaac, your only son, the one whom you love, that came from your loins. The Bible doesn't say that. I decided to say that. But anyway, take your son, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on the mountains, which I tell you, it's very secretive. Just go to Moriah. Yeah. But make sure you take your son. Yeah. This is going to be fun. Make sure you take him.
so Abe rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey and took two of his young men with him and Isaac also. And he split the wood for the burnt offering and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. Then, on the third day, this third day, this third day stuff, this is very significant. I'm not sure what it means. Yeah, Isaac's sons equals Saxons. Not exactly sure what that means. Word magic is real life. But if you're doing that gematria and things like that, I do not know gematria. I know cryptograms. Like I know how to do cryptograms. I don't know how to do numerology or gematria. I do not know how to do that. But there's somebody in my Discord that loves that shit. No. Abraham, and he took his son. He split the wood and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. Then, on the third day, Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place far off. And Abe said to his young men, "Stay here. Just wait right here, right? Me and Isaac are going to go up. Hey, don't be sorry you weren't born that way. You could be apologetic, but even don't be apologetic because I just don't know that stuff. I don't know how to do it. But also, do not bug up my chat with that kind of stuff because that might be why the other guy's mad at me because I asked him not to not to take the eyes off of what we're trying to focus on. So try not to do that. Hey, I'm from Michigan too. I'm from Detroit. 8.5 and John R. That's where I'm from. I'm from the white ghetto. Man, it would be called lower middle class. My parents owned a business. They owned a bar. It didn't last very long, but mostly because of me and my need to run away to 8 Mile because I'm an idiot in my real life. But I'm also from Michigan and I know about that sorry shit. But a Jamaican lady taught me not to say that because I'm not a sorry SOB. But I am an SOB. Okay. And he said, where am I at? Where am I at? Oh, I'm right here. Okay. Oh yeah, and they're walking up the mountain, right? They're walking up the mountain. And Isaac's like, "Dad, you never brought an animal. Did you know that?" And Abe, he's like, "Yeah, I know that. But it'll be fine. Don't even worry about it because reasons." And Isaac's like, "I don't know if this fucked up or not. I don't know what's happening." And Abe's like, "It's fine. We got a little more ways to go." And Isaac's like, "I'm getting a feeling in my stomach." And then all of a sudden, Abe attacks Isaac, wrestles his little ass to the ground, and ties him up, sets up the altar, and then throws Isaac on top of it. And Isaac has to be screaming out of his fucking mind right now. He's just got to be like, he might have even shit and pissed his little t-shirt diaper thing. You know, because they had the t-shirt diaper things back then. And they had the little belt to hold their t-shirt diaper thing up. I don't know. I don't know what's happening almost as much as Isaac don't know what's happening. And Abe's like, "If you don't shut the fuck up, And Isaac is like, you're really going to burn me alive. And Abe's like, yeah, but God told me to. So it counts. God said, do this. I'm going to do this. And then everything will be fine. Probably. I'm assuming everything is going to be fine because so far everything has been fine. Okay? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, but this part is the fucking funniest part. It's not the funniest part, but it's a part to have fun with because you can just make up whatever they say. Isaac's like, holy fucking shit, Dad, what are you doing? Screaming his mind off. And Isaac's like, shut the fuck, or Abraham's like, shut the fuck up. And Isaac's like, you're literally about to kill me. And Abraham's like, yeah, but it's been God. And Isaac's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. And Abe's like, if you just don't be quiet, this is a solemn thing. You know, sacrificing is a very solemn thing. And God told me to do this because it's going to be amazing way after we're dead. So, you know, I'm sacrificing my child for the future. There is a lesson in this. There is a lesson in this. You have to sacrifice for the future. Something like that. Jordan Peterson said this has to do with sacrificing for the future. That's the only reason I know that. So there we go. We sacrifice our youth for our future older self. Even though, or maybe, hold on, I think he said, you sacrifice your child to the world for their future. Something like that. So, that's what's happening. And hi, Miss Mud Duck, I love you. Listen, go back and watch this one on 2x speed when we're done. Because I'm telling you, I did a good job. And I am doing a good job. And this is one I might actually watch over and pay attention to. Because I watch all my videos over on 2 speed. But I don't really pay attention. I just want to make sure it recorded right. And I'm highly amusing. So a lot of the times I make myself laugh. Because I happen to be one funny motherfucker. So anyway. God, you've been punked. Hey, we're not even done yet. Hold on. Abraham's been punked. Isaac has been punked. Like, do you remember the punked episode where they took Justin Timberlake's shit and he fucking broke down crying? Like, I watched that episode and I felt so bad for him. Look, I was younger, and they punked him so bad he cried. Yes, that was a real thing that happened. And anyway, Isaac's been punked like Justin Timberlake, right? Isaac's being punked like Justin Timberlake. Abraham's just being the regular kind of punk. So he's punking while getting punked at the same time. It's a whole episode. but We got to get back to this now. Okay. So we're sacrificing our child's youth for their future older self. So that means like no playing, no any of this, like, be strict, make them. Don't let them be little kids. Like, make sure they know how to handle the future. This is a very bad example of that. This is a very bad example of that. But if you know how to read the word magic, it's kind of perfect sense. Make sure they know life. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he did that. Wait. Okay. Okay. So Abraham's getting ready to go. And God's like,
Stop in the name of God before you kill your son. Stop in the name of God before you kill your son. God Roddy, buy my CD. I'm the best rapper ever. I also sing metal, and I guess now I sing doo-wop. Yeah, I'm so amazing. Buy my CD. Yeah, I'm so awesome. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag.
oh my God. God needs to take his gut size Prozac. I'm just kidding. So anyway.
Okay. Do not lay your hand on the lad or don't do anything, for now I know that you hear God, since you have not withheld your only son from me. Hold on. Time out. Time out. What's happening? What? Hey, look, there's my one hitter. Oh my God, I need my pen. Okay. You have not withheld. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Time out. Abraham must have been doing something. Because God right here is like, now I know that you fear. I thought that said here, but that you fear God. So how would he not know that to begin with? This how you know that journal shit didn't happen. This how, hey, how are you, Michelle? How are you? I'm so glad you're here. So anyway, I thought that said here, but now I know that you fear God. So that's how you know that Ethiopian Jew journal shit didn't say that. Or that didn't happen. Because that happened before this. The Jew journal happened before this. But God is right here like, I know you don't fear the Lord. And I'm just going to admit it outright. I believe the Old Testament. I've been reading this book long enough to have made that decision all on my own. I believe the Old Testament. And I believe what the Old Testament says because the story flows. It flows with each other. There's nothing missing out of this flowing. It just goes together. Okay, and I believe it totally 100%. So that's why it was so hard for me to get through the Ethiopian Bible, because I believe this book so much. And this right here, when I first started reading this book, I really believe there's times God wasn't paying attention. I believe that 100%. From the story of Adam and Eve to the story of Micah, there are times God's not paying attention. Like, he doesn't know a lot of the shit that happens. He's just up there getting high playing video games most of the time. You have to be really loud for him to hear you. You got to be in a lot of pain for him to hear you sometimes, it seems like. But how would he not know that Abraham didn't fear him? How is that a thing? If God's not paying attention, he's just letting people do what they want to do. And I've been saying that since the first time I read this book. God set up Adam and Eve. God did that shit on purpose and then quit paying attention for a long fucking time. And then his snake got loose. And God did not know his snake got loose. He didn't even know what happened. There's a whole lot of the time that God's not paying attention. I mean, it's real life. If you read the book, you can tell that God usually doesn't know what the fuck is going on unless he's all up in the story on YouTube. Like, I bet now he's paying attention because it's exciting right now. And I'm sure God is watching. And I do not know any of that to be for real or for truth. But that's what it seems like the Old Testament is always saying to me. God's not always paying attention. He's playing video games or stuck on YouTube watching something else. That's just my opinion. But how did you have good discernment? I try. I am a sage. I am a sage. That is a title I made up, but it turns out I am actually a good sage. So I go by that because it works. And it fits. So anyway, God is telling Abraham,
now I know that you fear me. You have not withheld your son, your only son from me.
then, wait, what happened? Then Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram caught in a thicket by its horns. So Abe went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of his son. So, could this be something like you sacrifice your son to the world, and the world chews him up and spits him out? So you take him back and sacrifice something else instead. Something like that. Like, I hate this preaching shit, but everybody gets this story wrong. How could we make it actually fit into something that's conducive to anyone or everyone? Like, if you're going to read the book and you're going to put all this stupid meaning in it, why not a real meaning? Hey, Debs! I am so good to see you. Are you feeling better? Or like, is your breathing better? I don't know. Am I like right or wrong or just looking too deep in it? But I just hate when people tell this story and then talk shit about it. Like you could get a meaning out of this if you really wanted to. You have to you have to think about it. It has to be like either you get it right away or you think about it for a second. Or somebody puts it into an actual conducive meaning. Doing good today. Okay, I'm glad, Debs. I'm glad. It is an opinion, and I am a very good anti preacher. Look, it's a thing that's happening. Okay. So Abe went and offered that instead, and Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide, as it is said to this day. Okay, so now, again, they're fucking changing history. These people have a hard time changing history because they renamed the mountain to the Mount of the Lord. It shall be provided. Take everything away from God. They even changed the day of Passover, by the way. I just want everyone to know that. They changed the day of Passover. It's supposed to be April 14th, but they changed it. Okay. Then the angel of the Lord called to Abe and a second time out of heaven and said, yay, God does a thing. By
myself, I have sworn. I swear on myself. I know. I'm eventually going to tell people to not do that or not lie on me when they do that because that's taking the Lord's name in vain. Lying on me. Don't fucking lie on me. That's the thing. And see, I'm not lying right now. So I swear on myself. Because you have done this thing and have not withheld your son, your only son. Yeah, this time, I swear this, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I know. These people are gonna like it. Yeah, got it, Roddy. Want a CD? Look, okay. Okay. Look, I swear on myself that you have done this thing. Your only son, blessings. I will bless you and multiply. Oh, yeah. I'm multiplying your descendants as the stars of heaven and the sand which is on the seashore, and your descendants shall possess the gate of their enemies. Time out.
okay. Later in the story, Rachel. Is it Rachel? It is because Isaac gets with Rachel and her family blesses her with this exact thing. What does it say? They will possess the gate. Look, your descendants shall possess the gate of their enemies. Okay, right here, verse 18. Okay, they bless her with the same blessing, and I didn't know what it meant, but I think the other day when I read this the first time, not the first time, when I read it the day before yesterday, maybe yesterday. Anyway, either way it goes. When I read it, I think I figured out what it means. These people, may your descendants choose who goes to heaven or hell. Like whoever is their enemy face to face would choose if they get to go to heaven or hell or not. Of course, it's not everybody that they get to choose that, but whoever their enemies are. And I thought, man, wouldn't that be the best blessing to give it to somebody? Like if you were able to give blessings, like if you could bless somebody with that, wouldn't that be like the coolest? Maybe it's something like that, but they haven't got that far yet. They haven't got, we're still in the beginning of Genesis. So they haven't got that far yet. But yeah, like they could be the judges of who goes to heaven or who goes to hell of their enemies. Yeah, something like that. You're so smart, Michelle. I Well, we gotta have God voice because God has ADHD and he needs to have his own personality. Because if we just read this book like the regular way, it'd be boring as fuck. So we got to give God a personality, and it's his real personality. God is so ADHD, it's insane. And they don't make God size Prozac. And he makes a lot of best friends. Okay. But that's the only excuse I have for that. I always wonder about the lake of fire. Well, originally it was called the pit. You go to the dark pit. That was what it's originally called. And then they started calling it by other religions' versions of hell. In the original version of hell, it's just black. We'll read about the original version of hell, believe me. It's called the pit, and it's nothing. Like people think it's like an actual pit in the ground, but it's where your soul goes, the pit. I don't, the fire shit is a different religion. And they'll just start calling it that out of nowhere. But that the whole that's what I know about hell. That's all I know about hell is they start calling it by other religion names. But originally it was the pit. It was just black. You go where there's nothing. But we'll read about that. We'll read about that. Miss Muddy, is anything on your mind? Or do you got anything to say about this? How about that? That's the better way to say it. Do you think anything about this? Okay. Descendants possess the gate of enemies. In your need, no, in your seed, all the nations of the earth shall be blessed because you have obeyed my voice. Oh shit. Oh, that was supposed to be in God voice. Haha. My bad.
Okay. Oh, wait. Possess the gates, and all your descendants will be blessed because you obeyed my voice.
Yeah, that's how you do that. So, Abe returned to his young men. So, now think about it. Abe and Isaac had to just walk down the mountain together. And Abe is feeling good because God's like, you did good job. But how would little Isaac be feeling? He'd be walking like 20 steps behind, totally flipped out of his mind. Like, dude, my dad literally just tried to kill me. Like, literally, my dad just tried to kill me. This shit just can't keep going on. Okay. Returned to his young men, and they went together to Beersheba, and Abe dwelt in Beersheba. Now, after these things, it was told to Abraham that, oh, I don't see, I don't remember. I think it was Haran that died of Abraham's brothers. I think it was Haran because then they left. Oh shit. People are doing things. Okay. So I never mind because it was Haran, a Lot's dad, that died. Now it was told to Abraham that Milcah, his brother's chick, had bore children. There was Huz, Buzz, and then his other brother, uh, Kemuel. He had Aram. Dude, they had a bunch of fucking kids. Like two of his three brothers because one is dead. People are doing things. Okay. So they had a bunch of kids. And then they had a bunch of kids, and then Rebecca, that's her name, Rebecca. So we'll call her Becca for the rest of this because Becca's just a great name. Um, so he had his brothers had like a bunch of sons, and one of those sons had a daughter. She was the only daughter. It was Becca. Yeah. So now we're going to take a smoke break and see what everybody thinks about this. Thank you. I appreciate you, Michelle. Thank you for telling me how to say your name. Um, and I just want to let you know that sometimes, sometimes I do get a little out of control with my acting. So sometimes it does get a little bit crazy. And I have super ADHD. So I'll focus on chat a lot, and I got to stop doing that especially because of the replay crew. And I'm really bad about that. So I apologize. And if you watch my videos on the replay crew, watch them on 2 times speed. Because for some reason my voice is slow on regular time speed. People are doing things. So crazy is good sometimes. Yeah, that is true. It's probably why I do it. Yeah. Is Miss Mudduck cousin, are you guys still here? Is anybody still here? Well, I know Pilda's still here. But Michelle, what do you think? Like, what do you think about like this whole Abe sacrificing Isaac thing? No, no, no. Oh man, I got a whole lot of stuff going on. Well, we could go into chapter 23 because it's not that long. Um, but then, oh my God, wait a minute. Oh wow, yeah, we got to do 23 right now because 24 is super long, like literally a page and a half. Oh, okay, okay, Debs, go make that dinner, girl. Dustin's making something in the crock pot. I don't know what it is, but I bet because I can't see what it is, it's some kind of pork. So it's gonna be something that I feed to the raccoons. But the raccoons haven't been coming out. There's so much snow outside, they don't even come out anymore. Dustin bought them a bag of food. Well, actually, Fred bought them a bag of food because he donated a couple of dollars to my Cash App so I could pay for these streaming things and buy some food for the raccoons and for the cats. It was pretty cool. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do chapter 23. Holy shit. Okay. Damn. Did I skip something? Okay. Maybe I didn't skip something. I don't know. Okay. So, Sarah lived 127 years. These were the years of the life of Sarah. Sarah died in Cur I can't fucking read. Kirjath Arba. That is Hebron. Okay, so Hebron. In the land of Canaan. And Abe came to mourn Sarah and weep for her. Then Abraham stood up from before his dead and spoke to the sons of Heth, saying, I am a foreigner and a visitor among you. Damn, I can't see. Okay. I am, okay. I am a foreigner among you, and a visitor. Give me property for a burial place among you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. Okay. And the sons of Heth answered, saying to him,
No. You are like totally in charge here. Like, you're richer than all of us, dude. You can just take it. Yeah. I mean, just take it, right? I mean, yeah, take it.
and Abe was like, absolutely will not. I want you to charge me full price, because that is what we do. I want to buy some property and you're going to let me buy it. It don't matter the fuck I is. You need to make some money, because that's how you make money. You make money by selling things. I would like you to sell me this right here at full price. Okay. So, Abe said, hear me and meet with Ephron, the son of Zohar, that he may give me the key, the cave of Machpelah. Damn. What the fuck? Which he has, which is at the end of his field. Let him give it to me at full price. Yeah, see? Now, Ephraim dwelt among. Oh, yeah, I already told you that. Yeah. Now, Ephraim dwelt among the sons of Heth, and Ephraim, a Hittite, answered Abe in the presence of the people, saying,
No. 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 The answer is no, no, no. Something is happening. Okay. Okay. So he said no. I said no. No. Listen to me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between you and me? So bury your dead. Just shut up and do it. God.
So Abraham listened and weighed out the silver, which he had named in the hearing of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels, currency of the merchants. So the field of Ephraim, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field of the cave, which was in it. Oh my God, he bought everything within the surrounding borders, were deeded to Abe as a possession in the presence of the sons of Heth. Hi, baby. Before all who were in the gate of his city. And after this, after this, so the field and the cave that is in it. Oh my God, I'm not saying this again. How many times How many times do they say that? They said it 5 different ways. Like, do they get paid by word to write Das Bibli? Because it seems like they get paid by word because they say everything twice. I guess if you say it twice, it's true. I don't fucking know. Ow. So, what does everybody think? I can't read no more because chapter 24 is super long. So that'll have to be its own thing. Man, this hand itches. I wonder if it means I'm going to win the lottery. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what hand this is. This is the left hand. That's right. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and go. I want to tell everybody. Well, actually, I'm not even going to tell you that till later because it's not even close to bedtime. So that would be a gross thing in the middle of the day. Go get some nookie. That's stupid. Anyway, I want to tell everybody thank you for watching this impromptu live stream. I appreciate you. Yeah, and maybe I can start doing that. Read the previous night's thing in the daytime or something. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Anyway, thank you. Glad I got your. See, yeah, that's maybe what I need to start doing. Yeah, I think that'll be exactly what I start doing. Because I know some people can only watch me at night and some people watch me during the day. So maybe I'll just do two. I don't know. Anyway, I want to tell y'all thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and, well, I think it's dinner time, just about dinner time. So let's go get some food. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and end this for right now. I will see y'all later.